Hey. I can live on your smile. Hey, you guys. It's your girl, I am NUBI, and with I am NUBI and Customs. Hey, kings and queens. What's up? Okay. Yeah, I just been back working and stuff, and I just felt like I wanted to do a video. I've uploaded a lot of videos that I had backed up in my phone, but I just wanted to do one today. So what we're doing today is making some rose oil. Well, it's gonna be the Nubian's version of rose oil. I had to improvise with some things. Also, I'm not sure, I might insert this other oil that I make that's for blemishes and things like that. And I was seeing if this was an alternative for that as well, because it contains some of the products that I use in that oil. And like I said, I'll link some of the footage and real life results from other people that aren't me so you can see the difference in how it works. So what you will be needing today is a mason jar with a lid, an oil of your choice. Today I will be using grapeseed oil. I usually use coconut oil, but this is what we have on hand. So this is what we're going to be using, because I'm kind of low on my other oils. And this is like a half a stick that I have left. It's about like right here. So I will be melting this, because once I have everything in here, I will be putting this on the stove and doing the double boiler method so it can ferment faster. And I will keep this stored in the windowsill, because I also like to charge my products by the sunlight and moonlight before I use them. So my hands are clean and everything, but if so, I'm just going to wash them again. Okay, never be too sure. Okay, so now that our hands are clean, some other things that you will need is sorry about that. Some other things that you will need is the chia, flax, and hemp seed. If you cannot get your hands on this, I will say at least try to get the chia seed, because the chia seed is what makes the slimy distribution and has a lot of properties. If you do not know anything about chia seeds, go Google it, go look it up, go ask a friend, go get you some, go buy some. Okay, oh yeah, another oils that we will be using is black seed oil, because you know, you guys, I love this stuff. This is not a sponsored video for none of these products, but these are products I use all the time. And as you see, my skin be popping. Even when I don't use this stuff before, I always had good skin, but this just makes it pop even more. You know, as you get older, ladies and gentlemen, you know, you gotta keep that skin right, baby. Okay, so like I said, try to get on this. They have it at Walmart. And I've had this forever, ever. Also, some lavender, because lavender, if you don't know about lavender, go Google it, ask a friend, go get you some, alright? Elderberry, same thing, lots and lots of properties, get you some. Another herb we will be using is eucalyptus. Okay, and as you see, I store all my stuff. I have my own apothecary. If you've been following my channel, you guys know that. Also, I will be putting peppermint oil or essential oil, tea tree essential oil, and I'm not sure if I want to use this or not, but I have some orange oil too. This has very good properties for calming and stuff like that. So, and then these are just two products that I have right here, but I might do a product review, because these are supplements that I have bought since the new year, and I need to do a review on them. Also, you will need some sticks. Okay. These are my roses from Valentine's Day that my honey got me, and they're starting to get old. So it's about that time. So with half of the roses, I will be making oil. The other half, I will be storing into a second mason jar, and those are the ones that I will be using for like bath time, for spiritual baths, and things like that. So, what you want to start off by doing is picking up a rose. And you're just going to pluck all of the petals off. Okay. Even if they're like a little bit crusty, as long as they're not like super, super, uber crusty. But even if so, it's, the flower still is holding the property, but you gotta think about it. When it's soft, the plant is a live, living thing. Once everything is crusty and dusty, it's more like a dead plant. So keep that in mind. But everybody has their preference of the way they like to do this. I've used dead plants before in a bath and mixed them with fresh, so there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it's dried out, like how you would buy it at the store already. And I have 2 petals in here, and my jar is like damn near full. So, but I know once I put that oil in there, it's gonna sink down. And this is with just 2 flowers. Okay, so I think I'm gonna add. So we smash that down. Then I can feel like another flower in there. I'm gonna pick another big one. Yes, guys, these were yellow and red. They were so pretty. Oh my God. I just feel the energy already from these flowers. Okay. So now that we have our petals in there, from the 3 flowers, I'm going to add my essential oils. Okay. So I will be doing, you want to do 3 to 4 drops of tea tree oil because the grapeseed oil is very, very thick and the flowers are going to be absorbing most of the oil. So 1, 2, 3, 4, ooh, maybe 5. Extra one dropped in there. But 5 is the number of change, y'all. You already know what's up. Alright, and I like the fact that these are yellow and red because I do need to work on my solar plex and root chakras. So yeah. And kind of orange, so it kind of works on the sacral too, huh? So yeah. And this is peppermint. I want to do like, I'm going to do 3 drops of peppermint. 1, 2, 3. Almost like half a drops. Okay. So we have our roses, we got our peppermint, we got our tea tree. I think I'm going to put 1 dab of orange just for the smell because it's like so overcoming. That was about 3, but equal parts, okay? Okay, so what I want to do next is put some eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is good for building collagen, blemishes, dark spots, you know what I'm saying? It's good with inflammation and all that type of stuff. It's very calming. So I'm taking a pinch of that. If you're going to scoop this out, it'll be about a tablespoon or so. Whichever is the smallest one, I think it's a teaspoon, because a tablespoon is big. Okay. So it's just a little pinch in there, sitting on top. And even with this, I like to use the top of the cap, and I'm just going to fill the cap up. And the cap has like a rim inside of there, and I fill it up to that line. So it's like a little bit of space left, because these herbs are going to get slushy in there once that chia seed starts to, you know, slime up and stuff and get all that good property out. Okay, you want to do the same thing with the lavender, just a pinch. Ooh, that's uber good. Maybe 2 pinches. Ooh, that smells so uber good. Okay, and then you want to do a pinch of elderberries. And elderberries has so much good properties. If you do not know anything about these products, you guys, I'm doing 2 pinches of this because they're kind of small, kind of hard to get in there. Please just do your research, because not everything is for everybody, but I'm just letting you know that these have really good properties. So everything is in there now. I'm just shaking it around, you know, so everything can get down in there. Somebody's falling out the sink. Oh, so and for this, if you have the syringe, go ahead and use the syringe. My black seed oil is running low because I've been having toothaches and I've been using a lot for my toothache. So I'm going to, you know, put just eyeball a little bit in there. Okay. I gotta get some more of this, y'all. And then last but not least, we're going to add our grapeseed oil or whatever oil that you prefer. Another good oil to use would be extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil. Also have sesame oil. I'm not sure I'm going to put it in here because sesame oil does have a smell to it. The grapeseed oil, coconut oil, and like the almond oils and sunflower oils and stuff like that really don't have smell to it. So always remember, like, if it has smell, and then also remember the properties when you're doing stuff like this, because what might be popping for me, you might have to tweak a little bit or take away at, you know, whatever. Okay, so we're just gonna pour. Okay, I want it to soak down in there to see where everything is. Pour. Because I will be using the other half of this for cooking purposes. So I would like mine to be equal parts. Even when I do make my blemish oil, I make everything equal parts. And depending on if it's from me or somebody else, I'll leave the herbs in there because I offer for them to be refillable. With just the oils, or I can tell them what oils to do in their own container. Okay, so this is about good because everything is submerged into the oil. I can start seeing the oil at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this up. And I'm going to give it a good shake. That's getting all those essential oils blended in there. Then I'm going to go to the stove. I'm going to boil some water. Either you can put this in there and once the water starts boiling, take this out. Or you can boil the water and set this into a bowl and everything will melt how it needs to melt. Okay, I'm going to take the top off. And I'm going to go ahead and close up my grapeseed oil. And I'm going to add the cocoa butter stick into there. And this will also make this liquefy, and the properties that's in here, it won't become back solid. It'll stay, for the most part, liquefied. We took a little banana in there, but that's how big the piece of cocoa butter is. And you know, the cocoa butter has very many properties. If you do not have cocoa butter, you can use the shea butter, the jojoba butters and stuff like that. Like anything that's natural, stick form that can melt or solidify like that. I'm just still gonna shake this up. And then we have our oil. And then what you can do is, if you want to fill this all the way up so it's all the way full, you can do that. And then just keep adding oils and herbs as you go because it's going to ferment. The more and more longer you have it jarred up, the more it's going to ferment. If you want to add, go ahead and add crystals into this. You can add crystals into this. If if you want to sage and pray over it, you can go ahead and sage and pray over this as well. When it's done, you can take the flowers out while you're doing your facial and actually use them as a scrub. You can add some of these petals to your bath because it does hold the properties, and that way you'll have like an oil base in your tub to where you really don't have to put on a lot of lotion when you got out your tub and stuff. I wouldn't dump the whole thing in there. I would actually pick some of the petals out and put them in there, and then do some of the ones that's kind of either dried all the way out or the ones that you stored and dried yourself. And that is my tutorial on how I make my rose oil. So enjoy, you guys. Melanin Nation, Melanin Gang, Melanin Poppin', Melanin taking over, period. Ciao, kings and queens. Also, I had to bring out my boo. If you want to know how I made this DIY hoodie, just let me know and I will do another one. Because spring is coming up, it's going to be hoodie season again, you know, the weather going to be breaking, and I can do a whole bunch of crop different hoodies that all you need is 100% cotton hoodie in acrylic fabric paints, like literally, and a blow dryer and some stencils, unless you're like crafty like that. But again, thanks for watching, and I'm about to do this review right after this, so be on the lookout for me. Ciao. Show me what you talk about. 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 Show me what you talk about.